Have you ever seen your father stressed? Not because of his own problems, but because of yours? I remember a day from my childhood that still lives in my heart. It was 1980 and I was studying in class 2 in Tumkur, a small town about 60 miles from Bangalore. I had lost my textbook just a month before my final exams. Those were the days where it was not easy to get a new textbook. No photocopiers, no internet or online download option either. I was just a naughty and a careless little boy then. And my father carried the stress for both of us. In this episode, let me tell you what my father did under this stressful situation. Welcome to Inner Quest Healing Talks, Conversations for Stress to Bliss. I am your host, Ravindra Murthy. When I was in class 2, something happened that I can never forget in my life. Though I had few traces of memory about this incident, my mother told me multiple times about this incident when I was growing up and recreated the full picture that I am sharing to you people today. Alright, I had lost my textbook just a month before my final exams. I was a careless child then, playful, distracted, and unaware of how much that one lost book would mean to my father. You see, this was the year 1980. No photocopiers, no extra stock in shops. Even there was no option to buy a new copy at a stationery store those days because of limited stocks. Neither we had option to just go online to order a new one like these days. My father was so stressed. He was little angry at me at the beginning when he got that information and later started getting anxiety. He was anxious that his son might fail and was also feeling bad for my carelessness as a naughty child. And what he did next still gives me goosebumps. My father used to work in Canara Bank and was an expert in typing. So what he did? He borrowed a copy of that textbook from my classmate for a couple of days. Later, as told by my mother, he took the permission of his manager to type the book in his office after working hours. And then, night after night, maybe for 2 or 3 days, after finishing his office work, he sat in front of his manual typewriter and started typing the entire book. Page by page, word by word, he created a typed copy of my lost book so I could prepare for my exams. I vaguely remembered that day, a Sunday. By afternoon, he came home from his office and gave me the hand-typed book to me. My mother told me that I was not happy seeing that typed book as it did not have the images of the textbook. What a stupid kid I was at that time. Very few children understand the stress and pain of their parents. Even today it is valid. That day, I neither could understand the stress he was undergoing nor the value of the book he typed for me. Today, whenever I recollect that incident, That typed book wasn't just a paper, it was made of his love and sleepless nights. I remember my father also recalling this incident and often reminded me how tensed he was and worried he was during those couple of days. That was my first glimpse of what a parent's stress really looks like. And today, as a father myself, I can understand his perspective, the anxiety and worry he had in his mind. Today, as parents ourselves, we live that same stress, just in new forms. We don't type textbooks anymore, but we refresh emails, pay school fees, plan schedules, and juggle deadlines. We are also stressed about the future of our children. What if my child doesn't perform well? What if my child is not able to cope up with his or her studies? What if I'm not giving enough time? What if I'm failing as a parent? Different time, different tools, same stress and same love. Today's father might not use a typewriter, but he is typing emails at midnight, thinking about EMIs, education loans, or the next school project. Today's mother might not wait in queues for books, but she is waiting in her car outside tuitions, the drawing classes, the dancing classes, juggling calls, along with the regular chores she has to do at home. We may not show it as parents, but every parent carries a quiet tension between what they want to give and what they can. The gap is always seen and experienced by all parents. And just like my father back then, we all are trying to make sure our children never feel the weight of our worries. That's what I have realized. Parental stress doesn't come from failure. It comes from love in overdrive. We care so much, we forget ourselves in the process. And while our parents' stress was about scarcity, ours is about speed, the rush, the comparisons, the competition, and of course the expectations at workplace. But the heart is the same, right? A heart that beats faster every time a child struggles and calms down only when the children smile. So, I just want to say this. If you are a parent listening to this episode, take a deep breath. You are doing your best, and that's more than enough. Our parents didn't have it easy either. They just had different battles. But their stories reminds us that stress fades and love stays. I do not have the typed version of the textbook with me now. However, to me, it's the most beautiful book ever written because every line was typed with love. I'm really blessed and thank God for giving me such wonderful parents. Even though they are not there in my world today, I am surrounded with their energy and blessings. While stress changes with time, a parent's heart remains the same. This is Ravindra Murthy reminding you that every act of love, even if stressful, plants peace in your child's heart. If this episode resonates with you, share it with someone you truly care. This is your host Ravindra Murthy. Thank you for joining me today. Take a breath, take it slow, and remember, bliss begins within.